have pleasant message for Miss Demi Lovato. When Lala was behind the velvet rope, she had a few words for Miss Lovato, and it went viral in every country. Google it. Um, I it's funny because you and I were talking about Sober Curious on this very show a few weeks ago. I'm sober curious myself. Now, I don't want to stop drinking. I had 2 martinis last night at the Thompson Hotel in Hollywood, but I am sober curious. Like it does.
Why? When?
What? When am I sober curious? Well, the nights that I'm home, I don't drink, and I do enjoy not drinking.
And that's like now 1 night a week, 2 night a week, 2 nights a week, honey. That is Sober Curious. Oh my
God.
God. Look, I'm going to tell you the biggest lie in last night's episode is Lala going, oh, when you get sober, you lean out. I have to be sober for IVF. And let me tell you, I've put on weight. I'd like to know where this lean, I know. Thank you. But that's why they're all on Ozempic, because I'm going to tell you, I've hardly drank. Okay, I could probably count on 2 hands the number of drinks I've had since January 1st. Honey, I am packing on the LBs. I mean, where is this lean out part? I'm not getting any skinnier. They all say that. My friend Gina Kirschenheiter from the RHOC, who I adore, who was on my show.
Forget it.
I lost all the weight from stopping, I just stopped drinking. And I'm like,
My father used to call it the vodka diet. Back in my day, when I was at the Regency, every night with the one, the only, Harry Dubin. And Harry, I don't know, Harry likes his libations. Let's just put it that way. I would have a ton of drinks every night, and I never ate. I would be at that Regency with Harry at like 6 p.m. and we would drink and drink. And then I would go home and I would pass the fuck out. And I would wake up and I would be like, bitch, you didn't eat anything because you were there since 6. The vodka diet, I was so thin when I was a total raging every night at the Regency. So I agree with you. Alcohol to me, it does not fucking make you fat. When you get home and you order 5 orders of Chinese and 2 pizzas and then have McDonald's, that's my does it. I agree with you. Does it work as a sober curious show? Well, we have Scheana who's not drinking. We have Schwartzy who's sober curious. We have our main man over here, Sandoval, the Scandoval, the Scumdoval. Tom Sandoval doesn't drink anymore. James is in and out. So we got Katie, Scheana, and I guess Allie. Can we count Allie here? Does anyone care about Allie? We have Katie and we have Scheana that drink now. Oh no, not even Scheana. She just said she was. We have Katie. Is Katie the only drinker here? What the
well, doesn't
fuck?
Ariana drink?
Ariana. Okay, Katie and Ariana. Sure. All right. So does it work as a sober curious show? Well, last night was still quite enjoyable, but I do think more happens. Man, those producers, we know what they like. They like libations. This ain't gonna go over. Well, I don't know. You think Vanderpump is in trouble because they're sober, huh?
I don't know. I mean, I'm a new fan. You guys are the OG fans, I mean, maybe as fans, we are aging with the show. I mean, the show has been on a decade nearly,
I really need to do soul searching. I really need to do soul searching because I stand by what I said last week. I don't know. A lot of people hate this show. They're like, I am so bored. I'm just listening to you and Sarah. I don't know why I want to stick pins and needles in my eyes when it comes to housewives. And yet I still find this quite enjoyable. I don't know why. Is it because they're younger? Is it because I forget that Scheana is the same age as Scheana is older than Housewives. She's older than I think Brynn from New York. So I think have I not adjusted with the times? And in my mind, Sheena's 22 and I mean Tom Sandoval's in his 40s. They're older than actual Housewives. There's something about this. I don't know. I don't know why this doesn't make me want to fall asleep the same way most Housewife franchises do. I don't know. I'm confused. I'm in a really weird state.
No, I actually do enjoy it. Last week I found to be really boring, but I kind of always go through this with various reality shows I watch. Sister Wives too. It just ebbed and flowed all season for season 18. And even for the Tell All, which is their equivalent of a reunion. But I do have moments where I'm like, oh, this is really good, really, really good TV. And I think we're kind of waiting to see in this friend group, like, is there a way that everything is okay, considering they've been through long and short? I mean, I'm also waiting for Jax to return. I thought that was happening. I keep waiting for that.
I think Jax is only on for one episode, honey.
Okay.
I think it's episode 8, I heard. I believe it's episode 8, maybe 9, but episode 8, which is coming, I think, in like a mid to late March. And he's going to confront LVP, or she's going to say, confront him about, honey, you said it was your show. They're going to break the fourth wall. And then I'm hoping it's like when this show started and Scheana walked from one scene to the next with Brandy. And the next thing you know, we weren't in Beverly Hills anymore. We were in Vanderpump Rules. I hope Jax gets in his car and drives away furious at LVP. And next thing you know, it's like 9:01. Why has Vanderpump Rules not ended? And Jax goes home and says, honey, I'm home. And Brittany comes running down the stairs with Cruz. And she's like, well, that took you long enough. And he's like, oh, fix me a drink, babe. LVP is a bitch. And the next thing you know, cue the music for the Valley. I hope it's just one big continuous thing, and the thing first show doesn't even end. So I think you're only going to see Jax to spin off the Valley, and that's the end of Jax. Really?
Look, I know we have to wrap up, so I did want to see, can we thank
Wait, can I just tell you, I love Katie and Scheana trying, where Katie's like, the lights are on and somebody's home. So let's give them some. I mean, listen, you guys tried this before. So, like, And also we never talked about Tom Schwartz at Vanderpump Dogs, and just opening up to Lisa. His brother's going through a lot. And I made a note, I'd like to go to Vanderpump Dogs with you. I think I want to get some swag. I love swag.
It's been a long time since I've been to Vanderpump Dogs, and I did enjoy that throwback.
Do you know that I've never been?
Really?
Where is it in WeHo? Like, where is it?
No, it's over on Melrose in probably between like Beverly
mid
Hills.
city. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's stop by. She advertised Wolf in Lake Tahoe. Tom Schwartz, who you says likes to be abused, says he'll take the hate over the indifference. People are going to get upset with Ariana if she keeps just saying you're dead. I like that Schwartzy spoke up to her and said, you're not okay. Yeah.
I agree. Well, I think I do enjoy watching this because I feel as though I understand Ariana's plight more. And if I were Ariana, I think I would be completely where she's at, But to LVP's point, it does seem as though Ariana's moved on. She's had incredible money success. And we do know money doesn't buy you happiness. But most people don't get a break like this after being cheated on. As we've talked about many times, most people right now are finding out this morning that their husband of 8 years, who they now have 3 children with, has been carrying on an affair with somebody 23 years old while you've been holding down the house. And you're thinking to yourself, what am I going to do? How am I going to fight this man in court? That is a real crisis.
Even LVP said the punishment no longer fits the crime.
It doesn't. And I also think about this show. My other thought is, this is like dumping on him, and maybe we need this season to just do that. But where does this show go once they don't have that to do? Because it doesn't fit the crime anymore. And I feel like, what if they're not drinking? If we're not going to see a lot about Randall Emmett anymore, what are we going to see?
These are some, I was thinking